Growing up for me, normal would have been born and raised in Centerville. Went through Centerville Public Schools, Centerville High School. Started attending Southbrook when I was about 1 year old. Went through Epic, went through student ministries, and just fell in love with the Lord here at Southbrook. Really, my foundation is here. And so normal was just anytime the church doors were open, I was here. I was trying to do any trip, any weekend service that I could attend, I was doing. In 6th grade, we went to No Sweat through CIY, and it just grabbed a hold of me of, hey, this looks kind of different, but I like it. And it's not about me for once, it's about the Lord. And from that, went on 18 different mission trips before I graduated college, 10 out of the country, and I was just hooked on an abnormal life. Life has taken me to Imenzana, South Africa, quite a few hours away. Everything I've known, everything I grew up with, the normalcy of having consistent water, consistent electricity, abnormal became my new normal, but it's still very abnormal. I end up doing ministry in a local garbage dump. That is how Lydia's mission got started. I go right into the dump. It got started by actually some monkeys, which again is also another very abnormal thing for people in this community. Obviously, Centerville doesn't have a huge amount of monkey population. But the monkeys started scattering my trash where I lived. I frustratedly loaded my car with my smelly trash and I drove to the local garbage dump. And it was in there that the Lord broke my heart. The ladies started fighting over the trash, and I said I didn't know if it was for my moldy food or what they were doing, but I became so overwhelmed because they were like running at me and tearing my trash apart. So I went back the next day and began asking them, what are you doing? Why are you fighting over my trash? And so they told me they do it for the recyclable materials. They get paid based on the weight of the recyclables that they collect. So I asked them if I could start meeting with them on a weekly basis, beginning to share Christ with them. And they were so open. We started meeting every single week. One of the first things I did was tell them about Jesus. And they began weeping. And I was like, what is going on here? They said, we've never heard about Jesus. And they began to accepting Christ one after another after another. And they said they felt so much shame in this community because of working in the garbage dump, always being surrounded by trash. I said, we are gonna do baptisms, but we're gonna do them right here in the garbage dump. We're gonna reclaim this space for Christ and what God is doing here, because you are daughters of the King. So I took 3 hours to transport enough water in a blow-up kiddie swimming pool to be able to baptize them. And this was 6 years ago now. My organization is called Lydia's Mission. It's a 70-acre farm. We have 40,000 square feet of garden space. God led us to use these gardens as a way to continue to feed and make an impact in our community. We do a lot to meet the physical as a way and as a door and opportunity to meet the spiritual in our community. So through that, we've been able to feed at 8 different Hope Centers, feeding sites, 1,600 kids a day. The Lord has led me with and given me the knowledge and the skills to have 1,500 chickens that we use to get eggs to help feed the children at our feeding sites. God led us to start a sewing project with stuffed animal toys that was another way to generate income to be able to support everything that the Lord is doing. I've been able to hire the staff for this ministry center out of the garbage dump, so they've gone from one extreme of their life to being employed full-time, being fed breakfast and lunch, provided transport to work, have a proper salary that they can care for their children with, so they have a new normal. God is moving in powerful ways, and what was so abnormal when I first started seems so normal now, of just following Christ, stepping out in faith, and just saying, God, use me.